In this video, I wanted to show you guys a few awesome accessories for video production using DSLR or mirrorless camera or smartphones that have pretty amazing cameras these days. Even though I use plenty of camera gear, I decided to show you guys the most interesting, reliable, and versatile products that I personally use for months now. Most of them offer a lot of value for the price. Let's kick things off with a really interesting device made by Holyland, and it is called Mars 300. Basically, it is a 300 feet wireless transmission system with low latency and high quality video. How does it work? You simply connect the transmitter to your camera via the HDMI port and receiver to the monitor. Then turn both devices on and you'll be able to see what your camera is filming wirelessly. No pairing, no extra setup, is just that simple. Plug and play experience. The 1080p video quality is excellent too, as there is no visible latency, which is a key to this kind of device. In addition, I had no issues with the video playback with my Sony a7 III. It's just like using a wired monitor. Further, the Mars 300 works within the distance of 300 feet, which is pretty incredible to say the least. I have to say that I've tested the range numerous times and I've never had any connectivity issues thanks to high-grade antennas that are supplied in the retail packaging. You also get a DC cable, a mount, instruction manual, and other accessories you need to get started. The build quality is just top-notch. Both the transmitter and the receiver are made completely out of metal and they just scream quality. These are definitely one of the best made devices in my camera bag. I also like how compact and lightweight they are. Both the transmitter and the receiver have HDMI in and out ports and DC in port. There's also on and off switch, pairing button, micro USB port for software update, channel key, and LED indicator lights. Both units can be powered using Sony NP style batteries, and you can get up to 5 hours continuous use if you use NP 9070 style battery. Furthermore, both devices have 1/4 inch threads for mounting. I've been using this Holyland system for a couple of months now with my Sony a7 III, and it's been working absolutely well. It's obviously useful if you are a film director or producer, but I found it irreplaceable when I want to talk in front of the camera and make sure everything is in focus and the framing is just the way I want. Sure, you can use the smartphone application to do that, but more often than not, those apps offer poor image quality and some connectivity issues, especially the Sony app. With a Holyland transmitter, I can get same video quality like using the wired monitor. This will not only improve my videos, but it will let me be more creative. Overall, the price of about $500 may sound steep for some, but if you compare the overall feature set and quality of the Mars 300 to competing products that cost a couple of thousands, this device offers a lot of value for the price. I'm glad to say that I had no issues with the Mars 300, as it has been working flawlessly with each camera I tested it with. If you're interested in picking this or any other products mentioned in this video, you'll find all the links down below. The monitor I use with the Hollyland Mars 300 is made by Atomos, and it is a bit more expensive. However, there are quite a few great budget options out there that I could definitely recommend. I've been using the Feelworld Master MA7U monitor for 6 months now, every single day, and it is by far my favorite budget camera monitor I've used to date. It costs about $370 and it brings a lot of value to the table. This 7-inch monitor is one of the best in this price range when it comes to the screen sharpness and color accuracy. In fact, this might be the most color accurate budget monitor I've used to date. Another key selling point, whopping 2200 nits of brightness. I had zero issues seeing the monitor outdoors even on the sunniest days. Overall, I really like this monitor. In fact, I might even say this is the most feature-packed and solid budget 7-inch camera monitor you can buy at the moment. I've made a detailed review of this monitor on my camera gear channel, and you'll find the link to it down below the video. If you want a smaller 5.7-inch monitor, the Feelworld F6 is a great option, and it is priced at just about $180. I love very good image quality, compact size and build, the buttons seem to be in the right place, and finally, there are plenty of advanced features that improve the quality of your video. I think this is a very solid camera monitor for the price, and I can easily recommend it. If compact size is the key feature to you, you should check out the AYOYO E5 monitor that costs just about $140. Even though it's made entirely out of plastic and it doesn't have any premium materials, the device is well constructed and it feels quite sturdy. Secondly, the monitor is ridiculously compact thanks to a 5-inch panel and small bezels. It's worth mentioning that the monitor accepts 4K signal and it's been working fine with my Sony a7 III and the Panasonic GH5S. The display quality is surprisingly good. The 1080p panel is sharp enough to check focus, exposure, and other aspects of the image. Overall, the AYOYO E5 is a fantastic little DSLR or mirrorless camera monitor for the price. If you want to get really nice and smooth video out of your camera, gimbals or camera stabilizers are one of the best solutions to achieve that. I've tested a lot of gimbals on my channel, but the one I've been using lately is made by Zhiyun and it is called the Crane 3 Lab. In fact, this is one of the most advanced, innovative, and feature-packed gimbals I've used to date. The gimbal can be purchased in a few different configurations. I have the Creator package that has quite a few accessories including quick release plate, a multifunctional camera belt, a phone holder, a monopod, a focus and zoom combo kit, and a quick setup kit. I will show you my favorite accessories with this gimbal in just a bit. At the first glance, the Crane 3 Lab is a little bit different than other gimbals on the market because of its shape. That is because it's designed in a way that you could shift from a normal to the low angle shooting modes in just a second. Further, it's really comfortable to hold it and your arm doesn't get tired fast in comparison to other gimbals I've tested. The device is made almost entirely out of metal and the build quality is just excellent. I have to say that the Zhiyun Crane 3 Lab works perfectly with my Sony a7 III and Tamron 28-75 lens. You can control the ISO, aperture, shutter speed, record and stop recording the video with the control unit of the gimbal. The only shortcoming is that there is a slight delay on the gimbal's OLED display, but it's not a big issue for me. To make all this work, you need to connect your camera with the right cable that is supplied in the retail packaging. The entire unit and all the accessories are packed in a convenient travel case. The servo zoom and follow focus units are really easy to install and they work perfectly with my setup. It's really convenient to have a full control of my camera using the joystick. You can also control the sensitivity of both the zoom and focus motors. One of the features that make the Crane 3 stand out from the crowd, wireless Full HD image transmission system. That means that you can use your phone as the viewfinder without any cables. Further, you can control the gimbal and all the camera settings with your phone, which is really convenient. The Crane 3 has all the shooting modes you would ever need on a gimbal. That includes following, point of view, lock mode, and pan following. You can also switch between different modes with a click of the button and see what mode you're in on the display. Obviously, you can control each axis manually thanks to smooth and responsive joystick. Another nice feature, you can lock each axis with a locking mechanism. This is a really useful feature when you are traveling. For example, I set up my gimbal at home, lock all the axes and take the Crane 3 with me in the car. Really neat. The gimbal is really convenient to hold thanks to the handle that doubles as a mini tripod. However, as most of the heavy-duty camera stabilizers, it's quite hefty. The Zhiyun's monopod really helps not only to reduce the load off your arms, but it also lets you be more creative. It's included in the Creators package that I highly recommend you to pick it up over the standard configuration. The Crane 3 allows you to capture really nice and smooth footage in all modes. If you love shooting in 120 FPS and then slowing the footage down in post, you'll be able to get some epic looking shots. The video looks nice and smooth even if you're just walking normally, which is not the case with all the gimbals I've tested. In fact, this might be the best performing gimbal I've tested so far. Overall, the Zhiyun Crane 3 Lab is probably the most advanced camera stabilizer out there. The price of about $800 does not necessarily put the Crane 3 in the budget category, but given the overall feature set, unique and innovative design, and overall performance, I think it's definitely worth the price. In fact, this might be the most advanced camera stabilizer you can get for this amount of money. The FeiyuTech AK4000 is a great camera stabilizer that has a traditional design. It's lighter than the Crane 3, but it's still capable of carrying 4 kilograms of camera gear. It comes in a nice travel case where all the accessories are packed neatly. Inside the box, you get everything you need to get started, including a quality metal table tripod and a nice carbon fiber made extension rod that makes it easier to use the gimbal either for high or low angle shots. Like most of the gimbals, the AK4000 is made out of metal and the build quality is really good. I had no issues balancing the gimbal with my Panasonic GH5S. However, I missed the locks for each axis to make life easier during balancing process. The star of the show is the touchscreen LCD panel that not only gives you all the essential information, but it also allows you to control the gimbal. You can control the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, see the battery level, and switch between different gimbal modes. One of my favorite features, the ability to quickly reprogram the focus wheel. You can use it to adjust the tilt, pan, or roll axis, which is really convenient in practice. Further, you can adjust quite a few settings including payload, capture mode, and so on. There's also a touchscreen lock key, which is really useful in practice. I found the joystick as well as other buttons to be really nice and responsive. There is a gimbal reset button too, which resets the stabilizer to its starting position. You can also control the gimbal wirelessly using your phone. Other key features include a 12-hour battery life, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and quarter-inch thread holes on the bottom and on the side of the gimbal. There's also a USB port that allows you to charge other devices. The overall performance of the AK4000 is really good as the gimbal stabilizes the footage really nicely even if you're just walking normally. I've tested this gimbal with both my Sony a7 III and the Panasonic GH5S and it worked flawlessly. So far, I've never had any issues with this camera stabilizer, and therefore, I think it's a good gimbal that has quite a few features including a nice LCD touchscreen, and it is well worth the price of about $500. The Moza Air 2 was released quite some time ago, but it's still one of the most favorite gimbals I've used to date. It's designed to carry cameras up to 4.2 kilograms, it can work up to 16 hours on a single charge, and is just loaded with features. The display and the entire control system are one of the standout features of the Moza Air 2. First, you can control the speed or sensitivity of each axis individually or all at the same time, which is really handy in practice. The focus wheel has very nice damping and it's really smooth. You can also use it for adjusting the horizontal axis, which has become one of my favorite features. I have to say that I'm really impressed with the Moza Air 2. The footage comes out really smooth and stable all the time. Keep in mind that just like with other gimbals, you would still need to walk like a ninja to reduce the bouncing effect. Overall, the Moza Air 2 is still an amazing piece of kit. It's been working well for the past 8 months and I can definitely recommend it. If you want to learn more about it, check out my full review. Guts and Technology makes other great gimbals like MOZA AirCross, Moza Air, and so on. I've reviewed most of them on my channel and you'll find all the links down below. Gimbals are great, but they can become pretty heavy, especially if you use your camera with accessories. DIGITALFOTO came up with a great idea and they made a versatile strap for Moza Air 2, Crane 2, and other gimbals. The item ships with all the accessories you need to get started. All the parts are made of high-grade aluminum and they don't seem to break anytime soon. The strap is made of firm fabric and the shoulder part has good amount of padding. How does it work? You simply attach this accessory to your gimbal using a wing nut and you're good to go. You can use this accessory just as an additional handle that makes it easier to hold the gimbal for both shoulder height and low angle shots. The possibilities are pretty much endless here. You can also switch the position of the handle thanks to 1/4-inch thread holes that can be also used for mounting accessories like monitors, lights, and so on. Digital photo includes a few mini magic arms as well, which is a really nice touch. Another way of using this accessory is obviously by attaching the strap to it. It not only unleashes your creativity, but it relieves the stress of your arms, back, and even your neck. You can wrap it around your neck or over one shoulder, just use it the way that's most comfortable to you. Overall, this digital photo accessory is something I would easily recommend to any gimbal owner out there. It costs about 80 bucks and I think it's worth every penny. If you are a smartphone video shooter, there are a few great budget gimbal options to check out. The MOZA Mini-S costs just below 80 bucks, but it is packed with features. First of all, it's a foldable gimbal, meaning that it's really convenient for traveling. Second, it has all the control buttons you need and they work really well in tandem with the MOZA Genie app. I'm also glad that the application supports 4K video, which is not the case with some other gimbal apps. Furthermore, it's loaded with features and it's convenient to use. There is also an advanced object tracking and other features that enhance your video production quality. The overall performance of the gimbal is great too, as I was able to get nice and smooth video using my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus smartphone. For the price of just about 80 bucks, this is a very easy buying recommendation, and I say that after using the gimbal for more than 3 months. The Snoppa Atom is another great option if you're looking for a feature-packed gimbal. This device is also super portable with its unique folding structure. It's also very light, but it has a payload capacity of 310 grams. Another key selling point, a 24-hour battery life. In addition, you can charge your phone while using the gimbal either via the cable or wirelessly, thanks to the built-in wireless charging pad. There's also a built-in mic interface, meaning that you can connect an external mic straight to the gimbal. This is a really neat feature in a budget gimbal like this. I also like an intuitive and feature-rich control system that works well with the Snoppa app that has plenty of features and customization options. Overall, I think that the Snoppa Atom is a great $150 smartphone camera stabilizer, as you get a lot of value for the price. If you need a nice gimbal case or a smartphone tripod, Paragear has a few nice options you may want to check out. As always, you'll find all the links down below. Lighting is one of the most important things for any video production, and I found the Moman LED light to be a fantastic option for the price of just about 50 bucks. First, it's made completely out of metal and it feels very premium. The light is also very compact and lightweight, making it perfect for traveling. There's also a built-in LCD that shows you the battery level, including the time left, LED power output, and color temperature. All can be controlled using just one button, which is really convenient. There is also a power on and off switch and USB Type-C port for charging. Despite its small size, the Moman LED light is just incredibly bright. Further, you can control the color temperature from 3000 to 6500 K. All the LEDs have a very high CRI rating of 96, which is very close to natural light. Last but not least, there is one 1/4-inch thread on the bottom and another on the left side of the light. Overall, the Moman LED light is a superb little device, and I think it's worth every penny considering the overall quality and a feature set. Another awesome LED light is made by Ibotta. The device is also made completely out of metal and the build quality is just top notch. The light has 117 bicolor LEDs that can get really bright, and the colors are accurate thanks to a high CRI rating of 98. There's also a nice LED display that shows you the battery level, including the time left, LED power output, and color temperature. All the controls are done using 3 buttons on the top and the power key on the right side of the device. There's also a 1/4-inch thread on the bottom of the light. All in all, the Iwata is a great portable LED video light that I can definitely recommend, as it has a ton of premium features for the price of just below 80 bucks. The Moyne L1 is another amazing little LED light that costs just below 60 bucks, but it is super compact and it's waterproof, meaning that you can use it even underwater. Also, it's really bright considering the size of it. It can achieve a dazzling 1200 lux of brightness at 50 centimeters. Furthermore, the light has a built-in Bluetooth and it can be controlled via the smartphone app. In fact, you can control up to 6 lights at the same time, which is really awesome. You can control the brightness, color temperature, or enter super bright mode. Obviously, you can control all of this using the button on the light. Other features include a 1/4-inch thread on the bottom of the device and a built-in magnet, meaning that you can attach the light to any metal surfaces. Last but not least, the battery lasts up to 2 hours. Overall, this is an awesome and feature-packed little LED video light, and you should definitely check it out. The Lishuai W10 is a really innovative LED video light which costs about $215 US, and I think it brings a lot of value to the table. The key element of design is curved shape of the light. Therefore, the light can provide a whopping 180-degree beam angle, meaning you can illuminate a much larger scene than using traditional flat LED lights. The problem with many LED lights is that they are cheaply made, but this one is built like a tank. The W10 light uses an aluminum housing and it feels sturdy. This is a bicolor LED light, meaning that you can go down to 3200K tungsten light or up to 5600K daylight. I found the light to be pretty bright thanks to 36 watts of power output. It translates to about 450 lux of brightness. Other key specs include a high CRI rating of 96. Finally, the panel uses 600 LED lights. Overall, I'm really impressed with the W10 LED video light, and I think it offers a lot of value for the price. I've been using it for about a year now, and therefore I can easily recommend it to anyone. If you're interested in more video lights, I made a video where I covered awesome lighting solutions for YouTube videos. As usual, you'll find all the links down below. If you want to make a professional video, you need good audio. I found the Comica lavalier mic to be a nice and affordable option as it costs just about 30 bucks on Amazon. In fact, this is a multifunctional device, meaning that it works with a smartphone and camera. There is also a stepless gain control, real-time audio monitoring possibility thanks to 3.5mm headphone jack and working indicator. Last but not least, sound recording quality is really good considering such a low price of the device. This is an audio test using an internal microphone of the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Again, this is audio test using Comica lavalier microphone with a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. If you want to step up your sound quality to professional level, the Comica WM300 two-personal lavalier microphone system is a solid option for the price of just about 480 bucks. This system is perfect for interviews, dialogues, or other scenarios where you want to have two lav mics with transmitters that can be controlled with a single receiver. First of all, this system comes in a quality Pelican-style case where all the items are packed neatly. Inside the packaging, you get everything you need to get started, including 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, 2 lavalier microphones, cables, and all the accessories. Both the transmitter and the receiver are made of a solid piece of metal, and they feel like a very expensive piece of kit. The only thing that might concern you is the weight, but I prefer premium looking and feeling metal-made devices over the cheaply made plastic ones. Both units have an LCD display that shows all the essential information. Further, you can adjust all the settings related to groups, audio, filters, backlight of the unit, and so on. Each unit has nice LED indicator lights, tactile buttons, and high-quality ports. The receiver has output port and a headphone jack, and the transmitter has a mic in the port. Both devices can be charged using the micro USB port. The built-in battery lets you use the system for up to 10 hours, which is a pretty good result. Other key features include 96 channels that are used for multiple devices working together, auto scanning for quick channel selection, manual or auto IR sync, audio dynamic display bar, 16 levels adjustable volume, adjustable RF strength, real-time audio monitoring, and mono stereo switchable output modes. Another highlight feature, 120 meters of working distance. It's far too much for my needs, but it's always good to have the feeling that the system will be working in all sorts of scenarios. I'm glad to report that Comica mic system has been reliable in this department all the time. Once you turn all the devices on, they are all paired up out of the factory, which is really nice. The sound quality is really good out of the box, without any edits. I like how clean and balanced it is, and the level of noise is pretty low. Overall, this Comica mic system is a very solid option for the price, as it gives you 2 transmitters, 2 lavalier microphones, and the receiver that all combined produce really good audio. Here are a few audio tests. This is yet another audio test using Comica lavalier audio system, and also I'm using Hollyland Mars 300 HDMI video transmission system, which helps me transmit HDMI signal wirelessly up to 300 feet. I'm just checking out how the video and audio is working, if there are no audio interruptions, no video interruptions. So yeah, this is my test with Sony a7 III, and I'm also using Tamron 28-75 lens. So these are my top recommendations for budget DSLR, mirrorless or smartphone camera video shooters. I know that some of the mentioned gadgets or accessories may not be very cheap, but they are still much cheaper than most of the alternative options out there. In this video, I showed you guys only those devices that I personally use, and I can highly recommend them to any video shooter out there. So what do you think? Which is your favorite camera gadget or accessory? As always, use the comment section to ask me any questions, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow me on social media, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching, and see you soon.